Hello boys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the finale of season 1 of Sheffield Wednesday. It has been a roller coaster of a ride throughout the campaign. We had some very good games yesterday. We had some pretty poor games yesterday as well. So let's just give you an update of what happened yesterday. Let's take you back to the start of the season. This is what's happened so far in the career mode if you've missed it. The first game of the season, we started with a 1-0 victory over Ipswich Town and we were delighted. Then we followed it up in the second game day, beating Burton Albion 5-0 and extending our win run to 2 games. Next, we headed to the Carabao Cup against Portsmouth. It was a very close game. We defeated Portsmouth on penalties 3-1 and progressed to round 2. In our third league game of the season, we continued our winning form with a 4-0 away victory against Charlton Athletic. Then we followed it up with another victory, a 1-0 victory against Wigan Athletic, that took us to 4 clean sheets. Our win run continued with a 2-0 victory against Lincoln City. Then we played Brentford in the second round of the Carabao Cup. It went back and forth. We won 4-3 on penalties and made it to round 3. And to end off the first month of the season, we won 2-0 against Cheltenham Town. Then we moved into September. We started the month with a 2-2 draw in the Papa John's Cup against Burton Albion. Then we followed it up in league play with a 1-1 draw against Shrewsbury Town. Our next game, we beat Fleetwood Town 2-0 at home. Then we played MK Dons, our first loss of the season, 2-1 we lost at MK Dons. The following game week, we drew 1-1 against Portsmouth. And then in the third round of the Carabao Cup, getting knocked out on penalties 3-1 by Premier League side Chelsea. The final game of the month, we drew 1-1 to Bolton Wanderers. Moving into October, we started with a win in October with a 1-0 victory over Swindon Town. Then followed it up with a 2-1 victory over Gillingham. The success continued with a 2-0 win over AFC Wimbledon. Then we won 2-0 against Plymouth Argyle. Then the following game week we drew 1-1 to Wycombe Wanderers and ended October with a 3-0 victory over Doncaster Rovers. Then we moved into November, a loss in the Papa John's Cup 2-1 to Colchester United. In the league, back to league action, and we drew 1-1 against Accrington Stanley. Then we followed it up with a 3-1 victory over Oxford. Then we drew 0-0 with Sunderland, which was a very good game. Then the team who we're fighting for in the league title race, we beat Rotherham by 2-1. Then we headed into December. In December, we started with a 2-0 victory over Morecambe. Then followed it up with a 1-0 cup win against Walsall. Then we lost 3-1 in the league to Crewe Alexandra. Then we beat AFC Wimbledon by 1-0. Following that up with a 2-0 loss against Gillingham and a 1-0 loss against Swindon. The end of the month was a 2-1 victory against Bolton Wanderers. Into January, we started with a 0-0 cup draw against Bristol City in the second round of the FA Cup. The second league game saw us victorious 2-1 over Doncaster Rovers. In the replay of the FA Cup second round, we won 3-0 at Hillsborough against Bristol City. Then, back to league action, a 0-0 draw against Morecambe, followed up with a 1-0 victory over Accrington Stanley. Then in the FA Cup third round, we played Liverpool. We trailed 2-0 early doors. Sam Vokes got us a goal back to make it interesting, but we ended up losing that game 2-1 and out of the FA Cup at round 3. And finishing off January with a 4-1 victory over Cheltenham Town. Then into February, we had a 1-0 victory over Lincoln, followed up with a 3-1 victory over Portsmouth, a 3-1 win against MK Dons, a 1-0 win against Fleetwood, and a 2-0 victory over Shrewsbury. And then now, where we are into March, we start with a month for the 3-0 victory over Wigan Athletic, a 1-1 draw against Charlton, and a 1-0 win against Sunderland. So today we have Oxford, and our quest towards promotion continues. Oxford, as you can see, third place. They're in the playoffs with Charlton, Ipswich and Portsmouth. As you can see, top of the pile, 89 points from 39. Rotherham, 83 points from 89. So Rotherham are 7 points behind us. I think Gary Medina's actually gone, so we're going to have to sign another striker. Before we go into our game against Oxford. Oh, it's Medine now. Oh, Medine's not even at that Blackpool anymore. He's probably retired. I'm going to bring in Jerry Yates to close out the season for this season. Jerry Yates is going to get his debut for Wednesday to end off the campaign. To end off our first season in this division. Today we will be starting season 2. After the end of this season, we will be starting off season 2 today. At the end of these last couple of games, we will be moving on to season 2 very shortly. As I say, the Wednesday career mode is going to be a long career mode on the channel. We're going to be continuing this for a very long time now. It's going to be quite a long series on Wednesday. As I say, today is about promotion. It's about getting this club back into the second tier. And I want to do that today. Because Wednesday have been so unlucky over the years. They deserve to be back in the second tier. After all the heartbreak they had last season, of course, getting relegated from the Championship, so I'd want to get them back there. And I'm hoping that Jerry Yates, with the addition of Jerry Yates into our lineup, should get us a bit of a boost into this team. The goal now is the Championship. That's where we want to be next season. Whether Blackpool are there or not, we want to be there next season. Fortunately, we have lost Gary Medine, I think, into retirement. I think Gary Medine has retired from games, retired from football, so we're going to have to bring in Jerry Yates, who's a brilliant player. He's 24, he's a great player. Me and Alfie used him when we did the Blackpool career mode, and he was absolutely fantastic. So let's hope today, for our sake of it, he's fantastic, and he helps us get back into promised land, into the second tier. I'm hoping we see a good performance from Jerry Yates today. I could do with Jerry Yates performing today. Come on, Jerry Yates. We need a good performance from Jerry Yates today. I'm hoping that Jerry Yates can give us what we need, and that's wins. Because we are coming towards the end of season 1 now, so we want to give ourselves good reason to smile. because we are 7 points clear of Rotherham. So if we can get a couple of wins today, and Rotherham were to drop points today, I mean Rotherham would be out of the top 2, and we'd have a new team going for automatics. So Jerry Yates has signed for us, but he is not able to play yet. But hopefully we'll see Jerry Yates very, very soon in a Wednesday shirt. But for now, we have to go with this team. Oh, Medina's there. Wait, Medina's here. I've just signed Jerry Yates for no reason now then. Never mind. Medina's here. Gary Medina's here apparently. Gary Medina's here, I beg your pardon. Gary Medina's back, boys. And he wants to make a statement and help us team get back up. And a great start to the day, victory over Oxford. Rotherham did win their game against Crewe, so they're still in this top 2 fight with us. We're up to 92 points now. Medina's back, folks. So I'm happy to announce he's back. Also, Jerry Yates, we've already signed Jerry Yates as well. He might get a bit of a role this next season as well. Yes, okay, so let's continue our race then towards promotion. Good win there against Oxford, 2-0, and now we're into the April games, starting off with Plymouth Argyle, a team who we beat just a couple of weeks ago. So let's hope we can end the season with... We've got... How many games we've got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 games left. The last game of the season is against Rotherham. So that game could potentially for the title. If we win these next couple of games, I think that would pretty much salvage the title. Right, okay then, let's go submit Plymouth Argyle. There we go, 2-0 Bannon and Vokes on the score sheet. Rotherham drew to Oxford, so that's good. That's a good result for us. It's Rotherham drew to Oxford. Now we've got Crewe next. We've got 5 games. We've got less than 6 to go now. We've got Crewe next. Let's just hope we can keep this momentum going for the remainder of the season. Dean is back from injury, which is a good sign. We beat Crewe 3-0. Rotherham beat Wigan, so Rotherham are back to winning ways. So Rotherham, we pretty much know that Rotherham will be going up now. We know it's going to be us and Rotherham are going up. It's interesting to see who will win the playoffs. Some great teams in this playoff race. We've got, currently in the playoffs, we have Charlton, Oxford, Ipswich or Portsmouth. One of those teams will be coming up. Wickham are outside of the playoffs, so they will not be coming up, I don't think. They have beat us 1-0 though, Hogan. But I don't think that result would be enough to get Oxford into the top 6. Oh no, it has. Oxford are now in... Sorry, Wickham are in the top 6. So Wickham are now into the playoffs. They've knocked... Who have they knocked out of playoffs? Portsmouth, I think? Let me just see who Wickham have knocked out of playoffs. Who have Wickham knocked out of playoffs? Yeah, they have. They've knocked Portsmouth out of the playoffs. So what's the gap between Wickham and Portsmouth? Oh, it's 1 point. So if Wickham lose their next game and Portsmouth win their next game, and Portsmouth are back in the top 6 and Wickham miss out. Playing Burton now. Burton are going to be relegated this season because they're bottom. So we know that Burton will be one of the 4 teams going down. Rotherham got beaten by Cheltenham. It's a good result for us. Rotherham are still safe, still going up anyway. So let's just have a look then which teams are going to be relegated this season. Okay, so going down this, as it stands, the teams that are going down are Plymouth Argyle, Morecambe, Bolton. Bolton have just come up. Bolton are going down. Burton are going down. Morecambe are, and Plymouth. Those 4 teams are going down this season. So it's very shocking to see that Bolton are going straight back down. And they've just come up, Bolton. Bolton are going back down to League 2. Let's have a look. Oh my god, Fulham only lost 1-0 to Spurs in the FA Cup. We'll find out what's happened with the Cups very, very shortly, so stick around for that. We've got 2 games left against Ipswich and Rotherham. We already know we're guaranteed to win the league. We've got 2 games left. We're going to play the last game against Rotherham. We have beaten Ipswich, which is a good result. So now we're on to our last game of the season, which is against Rotherham. So the final game of the season. Has Jerry Yates arrived? No, he hasn't yet. Jerry Yates should be with us for next season. Right, so we are going to play the last game because this is the last game of the season now at home to Rotherham. Rotherham already know they're going up, so it doesn't matter for them now. Both of us know we're going up anyway, because us two are the top two. So us and Rotherham know we're going to be going up, whatever happens to this result. So here we go, then the final match of the season. It is a top two clash, Rotherham against Wednesday, the final game of season 1. Let's hope we can finish the season with a win against Rotherham. We know it's going to be Rotherham and Wednesday, the two teams who are going to be going up for automatic promotion. Are these two teams here facing off? Wednesday and Rotherham are going to the Championship. So Rotherham are going back up and Wednesday are going back up. And Rotherham know as well. Rotherham know they're promoted as well. Both these teams now playing for tops to see who finishes top and who finishes second. Rotherham know even if they win this game, they will not finish the league top. Wednesday know whatever result they get today, whether a win or a draw would be enough, because it's the last match of the season. Wednesday know they're already going to be crowned champions. They have over 100 points as the lineup comes in now for the teams. Wednesday know promotion is secure.
Number 15, Tom Lees. Number 10, Barry Bannon. Number 9, Sam Vokes. And number 30, Gary Medine.
Our centre-backs on a yellow card, so we have to be very careful. Here we go then, the final game of season 1. It is Sheffield Wednesday versus Rotherham. Both these teams finishing it in the top 2 positions. Wednesday first top of the league. Rotherham finishing second in this year's season. So Rotherham will join Wednesday in the top flight. And it's an early penalty for Wednesday. Rotherham give away an early penalty inside 2 minutes. And the first yellow card is handed out here inside 3 minutes. Rotherham know that even if they were to lose this game, they're still going up, because they've got more points than the team below them, which is Charlton. And Bannon with the penalty, and he converts it on a night where Sheffield Wednesday are going to be league champions. Barry Bannon puts them in the lead in the final game of the season. Wednesday know they're already going to be the winners of this year's season, but Wednesday want to end the season with a victory over Rotherham. Rotherham give away a cheap penalty, and Barry Bannon finishes it off. And Wednesday already know they're going to be league champions, and they've scored early against Rotherham. What a start, what a season it has been. Our first season in charge of Wednesday, and we're going up. What a team this has been this season. We've had a fantastic season, and we are going to be going into the second tier with a trophy. Here is Chair. Chair, good save. Wonder if we'll get to see the league trophy presented after this game. Interested to see if we get a trophy presented after this game, because it is the final game of the season. We already know we're going to be crowned champions. It would be nice to see us lift the trophy here at Hillsborough against Rotherham. It is a Yorkshire derby, by the way. This is the derby, by the way, if you didn't know. Rotherham on Wednesday, this is a Yorkshire derby. Both teams are from Yorkshire. You can see Wednesday, the winners of the league. Rotherham finishing second in the league. So Rotherham will be, obviously they won't get the title, but they will be going up. They've got 90 points this season, Rotherham. Wednesday finishing on 104 points. And they are the league winners for this season. Here is Sam Vokes. Vokes! Good save. The Rotherham goal is going to be busy in this one. He's made some early stops. Gary Medine, the goal machine, back after injury, after suffering an injury earlier in the season. He's back for the final game of the season against Rotherham. He is back. He's had a great season, Gary Medine. But Rotherham look to equalise here and they're offside. Rotherham going back to Tier 2 of football. Wednesday also going up there as well. It'll be interesting to see which teams will be will be facing next season. Remember, 3 teams will be coming down from the Championship and 3 teams will be coming up from League One. And obviously Rotherham and Wednesday being 2 of them. We'll find out who the 3rd one is after the playoffs. So we'll find out next season which team will be joining us. And Rotherham, great goal! Chair with the doubler. Wednesday surely now have won this game. Chair with the goal. And we're going to jump to the end of this game. Rotherham do score through Smith. But that is the end of the season. Charlton finishing their final game with a draw. So that is the final standings then. So let's have a look at the final standings. Of course, we'll start from the bottom as well and work our way up. So we'll go from the bottom. So it's the end of the season. So there you have it. The final table. Our relegated teams going down to League 2 are Burton Albion, Morecambe, Bolton and Plymouth. They have been relegated. And staying in League 1 next season will be Lincoln, Swindon, Shrewsbury, Wigan, Fleetwood, MK Dons, Wimbledon, Cheltenham Town, Gillingham, Crewe, Sunderland, Accrington, Doncaster, Portsmouth. They're all in the league next season. And in the playoffs is Wycombe, Ipswich, Oxford, Charlton and Charlton, and going up to the second and promoted teams are Wednesday and Rotherham. They will be going up. So it means it's playoffs now. So either Charlton, Oxford, Ipswich or Wycombe will be coming into the second tier. It's interesting to see who wins that. Let us know your thoughts ahead of those games. Let us know who you think is going to win the playoffs out of Charlton, Oxford, Ipswich and Wycombe. Who do you think is going to win the playoffs? Who do you reckon is going to be coming up with the 2 promoted teams? We'll find out in just a moment. That is it for season 1 then. The end of the first season in charge of Sheffield Wednesday. It's been a fantastic season. Promoted to the second tier. And we are going to the second tier for another year. Going back to the second tier. And we end League 1 as champions and going back up to the second tier of football. What a season for Wednesday. Going to the Championship now. And we're back in the Championship. We'll find out which teams, obviously, we'll tell you the 3 teams that are going up. We'll find out. Okay, so Wycombe have beaten Oxford, so which means Wycombe are into the playoff final. So Wycombe are into the playoff final. They've beaten Oxford, so it means Oxford are out of the playoffs. So Oxford will not be going up. So it's either Wycombe, Ipswich or Charlton will be coming up. Wycombe are into the playoff final. They will now wait to see whether it's Ipswich or Charlton in the playoff final. Interesting to see who will win that other semi-final. Ipswich Charlton, that should be a great semi-final. They'll find out who won the playoffs in League 1 very, very shortly. And we'll also be seeing who came down. So let's have a look at the table then. Before we go any further, let's have a look what happened then in the season. Let's have a look. Let's go straight in. We'll find out who the winner is in just a second in the League 1 playoffs. So let's have a look then. The teams in the division, I'll say Bournemouth, they stayed up. But in this division this season we'll be playing Bournemouth, Birmingham, Blackburn, Bristol, Cardiff, Coventry, Derby, Hull City stayed up, so we're playing Hull City. That'd be a great game. Luton will be facing Middlesbrough, Millwall. We're playing Newcastle. Newcastle have come down. That'd be a great game. St James's Park. We've got Norwich, Nottingham Forest, Preston, QPR, Reading, obviously the promoted side, Rotherham, Wednesday, obviously us, Stoke will be an interesting game, Swansea, Watford have come down. Watford have come back down, and Wycombe won the playoffs, so Wycombe are back in the Championship. Wycombe, the winners of the playoffs. So Wycombe Wanderers are in the second tier. They are in the second tier with ourselves and Rotherham. Okay, then, so let's have a look at the schedule then for this season. The first game of the season, we have Blackburn at home. That's sure to be a great game. Then we've got Derby away, Reading in the Cup, Bournemouth at home, Preston away, Reading at home, Millwall away. That's the first month. Next in September, we have Stoke, Cardiff, Watford, Hull and Swansea. That'll be an interesting week. Then we have Bristol, Wycombe, Middlesbrough, Norwich and Forest, QPR, Luton, Huddersfield and Rotherham. Then Birmingham, Newcastle, Coventry, Preston, Bournemouth, Rotherham and Luton. January, Cardiff, Stoke, Derby and Blackburn. February, Millwall, Reading, Birmingham and Newcastle. March, Middlesbrough, Coventry, Bristol, Swansea and Wycombe. April, Huddersfield, QPR, Norwich and Hull. And then the final two games of the season are Watford, and the final game of the season is Nottingham Forest. So that is our schedule for this season. So our first game of the season, of season 2, we're playing Blackburn. So get your score predictions in the chat. I think we're going to do against Blackburn. Blackburn are a decent side. We're going to accept that for win, Nas. Let's have a look if our new signing Jerry Yates has joined us yet. Let's have a look. Yes, he has. Jerry Yates is now at Wednesdays. We've got Jerry Yates. Belongo's still at the club. And so is Patterson. The Dean is still in the squad. I think we've lost Kieran Westwood actually. Yeah, we have. We've lost Kieran Westwood. So we're going to have to buy a new goalie. I know to bring in now. I'm going to bring in the Charlton goalie, I think. Have Charlton got any better goalies? Let's have a look. They've got this guy. They've got in Ben Amos. Let's have a look what other goalies we've got out there. Ideally we need a goalkeeper, because obviously we've just lost our keeper. Oh my days, Oldham come up, blooming hell, what else come up? Let's have a look. Salford, blimey. Salford in the third tier. They've got Lee Burge. I don't want Lee Burge. Tranmere came up, blimey. Blimey, I'm shocked about that. Barnsley went down. Blackpool went straight back down. Blackpool, we've bought 2 of their players off, they've gone back down. Let's have a look who we can bring in. I would say we'd bring the Barnsley goal in, but I don't know if Barnsley have any great goalies. Wolverhampton, that's Stevenage that I see there in League 2. Who went down? Oh yeah, I know who went down last season. It was Burton, Bolton. Who else went down? I remember Burton, Bolton, Plymouth, and there were another one. Barnsley have got Bradley Collins. I might sign Bradley Collins as a new Wednesday goalie. Yeah, we're going to sign Bradley Collins. We need another goalkeeper, so we're going to sign Bradley Collins as our new goalkeeper. We need a new goalkeeper, so I'm going to sign Bradley Collins. pay £35 million. Let's see if Barnsley accept the money. Yep, they've accepted 35. That's fantastic. Good deal there. There we go. We could have a new goalie coming in for the new season. Bradley Collins. It's going to be the new Wednesday goalie. Let's see what he's like. Yeah, so let us know what you think of what you thought of the first season and how you thought we played, and let us know your thoughts ahead of this season. It'd be funny when we play QPR, because we have got 2 QPR players in our team. We have got Chair and we've got Dominic Ball. I think my next career mode there will be QPR. You have to say QPR will be the next career mode on the channel after Wednesday. Yes, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be great. Let us know your thoughts ahead of that next career mode. That will be the next career mode we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing that one after Wednesday. We're doing Wednesday We're doing Wednesday. We're doing a few. I think we're going to do. Well, this is our second season on Wednesday, so I reckon we're probably going to do maybe 3 or 4 seasons with Wednesday, and then move to QPR. So potentially, this is episode 2 today, so you've got all of this season, so probably, out of this season, we're probably going to get maybe 3 or 4 episodes, maybe 5 at a push from season 2. And then, obviously, third season, potentially, third season will either be in the Championship still, or we might be in the Premier League for season 3. And then, possibly, if we stay up season 3, then there might be a 4th season. Then obviously if we get relegated after the first season when we go up, then probably, and if we do get relegated, then that will probably be it for Wednesday. And then we'll be doing QPR after that. But the plan is to do Wednesday and try and get them as far as I can. And then obviously when we get relegated, then I will probably move on to QPR then and try and do well with QPR. But QPR will be the next one on the channel. That'll be the next team we're going to do after this. QPR will be next. So I'm looking forward to QPR. It'll be a good career mode, that. But anyway, we've got a new goalie now. I've got Bradley Collins. I'm going to give him his debut in net. As I say, this season, at the moment we're doing Wednesday, but as I say, our next career mode will be QPR, so I'm looking forward to that. But at the moment we're doing Wednesday. So here we go then, the second season of the Wednesday career mode. Let us know your thoughts ahead of the season. Let me know what you think we're going to do, how you think we're going to play. Remember, this is season 2. I know the title says season 1, but we've just finished season 1. So the next episode will be season 2. It'll be episode 3, season 2. I'll be changing the title, which we'll be continuing season 2 tomorrow as well. We're continuing our second season of Wednesday tomorrow as well, so yeah.
I got you. You can kick it with a crew like Kung Fu on cue. Stood in the corner of a dark room with a look in your eye, just say I want you. I got you. Can you make
Put it off the votes. I'll accept that. I'm going to reject that because we need some votes. Yes, I'm going to reject the Vokes offer. Winnass is sold. Medine's had an offer now. Has Medine had an offer? I think Medine's had an offer as well. Who's offered for Medine? No thank you. Right, here we go then. First game of the season is Blackburn. So get your score predictions in the chat. I think we're going to do. Back in the Championship with Wednesday. Where are United actually? Does United go up? I didn't have a look to see if where United were. I would imagine United are still in the Premier League because I didn't see them in the Championship unless they've been relegated. I doubt they will have. I reckon United's probably gone up. I would say United are probably in the Prem. We're in the Championship again. I'll have a look to see where our rivals are. I know Barnsley are one of our rivals, and Barnsley are in League One because they've been relegated. And then Donny Rose are another rival to Wednesday.
Thank you for attending, everyone. We're now just going to wrap up the questions.
So we're on to the first game of the season now, which is Blackburn. Real Sociedad have made some business as well. There's Jerry Yates. Right, here we go then. First game of the season against Blackburn. This should be a great game to kick off season 2. First game back in the Championship.
Thank you for attending today's match. Will you please make some noise as we welcome our visitors, Blackburn Rovers and Sheffield Wednesday.
There we go, back in the Championship after a year absence. We're back in the Championship. Here we go, Wednesday versus Blackburn. The first game of the Championship season. This season, can we do similar to what we did last season in League One and have a good run? We're now back in the second tier. So let's see how we get on. This team was very good last season. I know we have lost Kieran West, but we have brought in a replacement. We've brought in Bradley Collins from Barnsley, so it's his first season at the club. So let's hope Bradley Collins will have a good debut for Wednesday in his first game against Blackburn. Wednesday back in the second tier after a year absence. Can we start this campaign with a victory? We're playing a very deep, good Blackburn side. Obviously they have lost Adam Armstrong, but they do have Sam Gallagher, who's a very good player. They've still got Bradley Dack as well, he's a decent player. Blackburn have got a decent team, so we cannot write off Blackburn. They've got a decent team. Here we go then. First game of the season. Blackburn at home. Let's enjoy it, boys. Here we go. First game of the season. Wednesday versus Blackburn. We are underway. First touch for Wednesday was a bit rushed. Blackburn early doors with Bradley Dack. Blackburn, Pickering, Duck, Ben Brunson to Travis, Lewis Travis to Gallagher, Sam Gallagher for Blackburn. Ripley gets tackled. Medine now for Wednesday to Sam Vokes. Is Chair down the left. Down the left here for Wednesday's Chair. Is Chair, good save, that's a great save. And it'll be a corner. Barry Bannon takes the corner. Give for Medine. Colin there for Blackburn to do the dirty work for Blackburn. Blackburn looking to try not to concede early, because Wednesday, last season in League One, they had a good run, over 100 points in League One last season. There's the new signing, new goalkeeper Bradley Collins, making his debut in net for Wednesday. Here's Chair, Vokes, here's Paul Lewis, the man who was signed from Tranmere last season. He gets taken behind, it's not from behind, and Wednesday will win a free kick here. The Blackburn man just getting a warning from the referee. And 9 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Bradley Dack pulling his man away. Chair is going to stand over this free kick. First game back in the Championship for Wednesday. It's a great strike from Chair and a great save. Blackburn goalie having to be busy early doors. Wednesday looking good out of the blocks. 10 minutes gone. Blackburn doing very, very, very well defensively. Iorfa gets his foot in. Good defending by Dominic Iorfa. Iorfa's back in the starting 11. Great save by Collins, his first touch of the ball. Palmer, poor mistake from the keeper, and Blackburn take the lead. A poor mistake, and that is a timely giveaway. And Blackburn, the visitors, take the lead here from a mistake from the new Wednesday goalkeeper. He makes a mistake, and Blackburn take the lead in the Championship, and not the start that Sheffield Wednesday would have wanted on their return to the Championship. Is Vokes, the man who helps them give them a lot of success last season in League One. He wants to try and help them this season in the Championship achieve their goals. Wednesday not off to the greatest start, so goal down to Blackburn after 20 minutes. A mistake from the keeper, but Wednesday have it back. Here comes Medine. It's Gary Medine, and there's the response for Wednesday. Gary Medine makes it 1-1, level pegging with Blackburn. Blackburn get a timely goal for a mistake. And Gary Medine, for his first goal this season in the Championship, draws Wednesday level. And the Wednesday fans on their feet for the first time today. It is Sheffield Wednesday 1, Blackburn Rovers 1, and we're all tied 1-1. And the first of the season for Gary Medine. And Wednesday take the lead against draw level. And Patterson, you can see him on the bench, he's excited. Gary Medine off the mark for the season. 1-1 here. Great start for Wednesday. Great response. Gary Medine's first goal. Is it Medan? I think it might be Medan, not Medine. Oh, I said never mind. Anyway, 1-1 anyway. Wednesday back level here with Blackburn Rovers. The first game of the season for both Wednesday and Blackburn. Wednesday back in the Championship after winning League One last season. They finished top of League One last season. The runners-up last season, of course, are Rotherham, and they're in this division. And then on playoff side, Wickham back in the Championship after winning the playoffs. It's Lewis! It's a goal! Paul Lewis puts Wednesday in the lead, and Wednesday, after going a goal down by mistake, they score 2 unanswered, and they lead Blackburn by 2-1. And what a response for Wednesday. And they lead their first game back in the Championship, and they have the lead against Blackburn Rovers. And they could be on their way to a huge 3 points to kick off their Championship campaign. Paul Lewis's first goal for Wednesday in the Championship. And it's 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Flip the script. Wednesday lead Blackburn by 2-1. Wednesday fans pumped up by that goal from Lewis. 2-1 to the Owls. They are back in the lead. Can Wednesday keep this momentum going here? Nolan goes wide, and then a shot coming in from Gallagher on the rebound. Blackburn almost drawing level. Was it Gallagher? No, it wasn't Gallagher. It was Brickley, whatever you call him. Had a great chance to level it for Blackburn. Here's Bannon. Here's Vokes. A lovely ball through to Chair. Chair's got space here. It is Chair. Great save. It's a brilliant save from the Blackburn goalkeeper, Palmer. And Chair's offside. Wednesday fans getting frustrated. Still, Wednesday up by 2-1. As I say, after the Wednesday career mode, it will be QPR. We're just doing different career modes on different sets. As I say, we're going to be doing we're going to be here for a Wednesday career mode for a while. Here is Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack with a shot, and a great save by Westwood. Sorry, not I keep saying it's Westwood, it's Collins, I beg your pardon. As Collins' shot, and he denies Bradley Dack. It's a brilliant strike. And the new man who was signed from Barnsley on a 3-year deal. It's a great save. His first game in the back in the Championship for a Championship side. Chair. Vokes. Sammy Vokes coming away down the left here. It's a great opportunity. It's Sam Vokes. Great save. Wednesday buzzing. Blackburn can't deal with this pressure. And it'll go out of play for a throw. Rico. Here's Chair. Chair will rip a shot and he scores! 3-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Jump submit this one. Jump. Final score, there we go. First game is a win. Great start. Right, boys, I am going to now just submit some games for a bit now. See how we get on, but a good start. Anyway, win against Blackburn, great start. Right, we're going to submit through to Blackburn. We're going to submit through to January now. So let's have a look how we get on. Derby then. A victory against Derby, good win. Cup game against Reading. Lost in the cup, so don't need to worry about that. Right, back to league, come on. Lost to Bournemouth. Preston. Beat Preston. Reading again. Lost to Reading. Lost a double to Reading. Millwall now. Millwall game, here we go. Yes, a victory against Millwall. Stoke next. Man who we bought Vokes from. Got a draw. Cardiff, the first Welsh team. And it's a victory. Watford now. Just come down from the Prem. And they beat us. Hull City next. It's a victory. Swansea. Victory against Swansea now. Into October. A win against Bristol City. Just to let you know, if we do, I'm going to say this now, if we do get sacked by Wednesday, then obviously the career mode will be over on Wednesday. Just to let you know that as well. If I do get sacked, okay? That's the rule. The rule is on the career mode. If I get sacked from that club, that means it's the end of the career mode. So if I do get sacked from Wednesday, then the career mode will be over for Wednesday. And then I'll be going to QPR. I lost 2 straight there, it's not great. 3 straight we've lost now. Got a win there, lost 3 games though in space of 1 month. That's another loss. And another one. It's 2 we've lost now in December. Got a point there. Lost 2 games in December to Birmingham and Newcastle. Got a draw there. That's 3 losses in December. 4 losses. We've lost 4 in December now. We won the FA Cup game, which is good. We got a win in the cup, which is positive. Win against Cardiff, getting back to winning ways now. That's 2 wins in January. So can we make it another win here? Yes, we can. 3 wins in January now. Can we make it 4 wins in January? Yes, we can. Now can we make it a cup win? No, we can't. So we're out of the FA Cup again. 2 years in a row we've been knocked out of the FA Cup. So let's just see how we finish the season off now then. Going to go to the end of the season, we'll see how we finish. Draw there. We'll have a look at the league standing in a moment. A draw. Let's just have a look where we are at the moment. The 10th. Not great, if I'm honest. Can do better. Can we get some points? The question is, if we can get a couple of points here, it may help us. It might be the. I don't know if it will be the end of the career for Wednesday, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of games. If we don't get any good results from the next couple of games, then I probably will be ending Wednesday career mode. I might go on to play QPR today, start QPR career mode off stream today.
Sunburn face among all of the nation, rise and take your place. What you talking about? You think that I'm mad? Where can I find it? I'm looking hard. Oh, oh, oh. For all of my people. Oh, African man. You suffer so long. Oh, oh, oh.
Not looking great, peeps. Not looking great. We did win the last game of the season, which is good. Where did we finish? Oh no, that's pretty awful. Right, that's gonna be it for Wednesday career mode, boys, because it's not going great. So yeah, that's it for the stream anyway. So I'll see you later.